When you're in the low roof Transit, your backup camera is going to be down low. But because we've got the medium roof, so medium and high roof, our camera it's going to be just right at the very top of the vehicle itself. So you're going to get more of like a bird's eye view down as you're backing up. So like I said, I definitely recommend that reverse sensing system, the larger Sync 4 media screen as well, to make it infinitely easier in order to be able to maneuver this thing. It's useful. Now looking at the door themselves, really straightforward. Left versus right side. And I mean, we've got a ton of space inside of this. But one cool thing is that we also have a little unlock along the doors. So if you want that like full opening instead, we've got that flexibility. And that's the same for both sides. So a lot of different options that are available. It's going to be dependent on what do you need out of your van. Now, as I mentioned, this is the medium roof for the Transit van. So I'm 6 feet tall, and with me being 6 feet tall, as I smoke my head off the top. So me being 6 feet tall, my head is like touching the roof of this thing. So whether you go for low, medium, high is going to depend on what your needs are. But if your plan is to use this as a camper van and you want like a stand-up shower in it, I definitely recommend looking at the high roof. That gives me a lot more head clearance space, which is great. And you've got more build space on top of that if that's what your plan is. But as you can see here, there's nothing in the back of this thing. It's fully stripped down. We've got a series of different options that are available for the interior of the cargo area of the vehicle, because this is the cargo van. So as I mentioned, we've got the option for either the cargo van, the crew van, or the passenger van, with the passenger van giving us like a boatload of seating, like 15 plus seat capability. We've got inside of the crew van our 2 seats in the front, and then we've got a second row bench as well, and that's going to be seating for 5, or we've got our cargo van here. And this one, as you can see, fully naked in the back. Looking at the flooring, so we've got a few different choices. So we've got just like a regular vinyl flooring that we can throw inside of this. We would also have the option for like a thicker instead, so like a thicker flooring instead. It's like a heavy duty flooring. Think of it almost like if you've ever been to like a horse barn before, the like thick mat that we can find in there. That's a choice that we've also got right from the factory. But I mean, obviously if the plan is for you to turn this thing into a camper with hardwood floor and things like that, you would have that flexibility to just get nothing inside of the van. And that even goes the same for the walls. So we would have something called the interior protection package, which would give us that base flooring and then some wall protection there as well. But if you don't need that stuff, we don't need to get it. We've got a ton of different options right from the factory, which is fantastic. But we've got all sorts of options available. This one has the optional dome lighting, so we've got some cool overhead lights in the inside here as well. We've got different assist handles along the left and the right hand side on top of that. Now looking at the doors, we've got a series of different options that are available. We've got a power sliding option available in some versions of the vehicle. And then as you can see, we are completely windowless inside of everything behind the first row. So we do have options for different windows and packages and things like that right from the factory.